And that's the disrespect that a lot of black folks come into the government contract or the government space with is like, oh, I'm not seeing the results immediately, so there's nothing guaranteed in this. There's nothing guaranteed in politics. You could be on the wrong side of the budget because if there's a budget deficit, hurricane hits, war, whatever, if they prioritize money elsewhere out of education into the Department of Defense or vice versa, any other area, you best believe like DEI's getting cut, your contract getting cut too, right? Yep. So you have to be prepared to understand nothing's guaranteed, but the best thing you can do is guess what? Like he's putting in the work every day. I want to help put him in the best position because guess what? He's at St. Vincent St. Mary's. They want him to go to Oak Hill, but I want to keep him here for a reason, right? Mm-hmm. When you have a prospect of something that you can sell to government and you can build on, that's what kind of builds that relationship. Like, you know what? There's something there that we need to hold on to. But when you get in a situation where you have nothing to sell to government, right? You have nothing that benefits them. You just want a contract. That's when it's a point of like, okay, you have nobody that can actually sell you, right? Mm-hmm. The lobbyist is selling you for a reason. The sports agent is selling you to the teams for a reason because they're telling basically like, listen, you don't understand what's out here. We're trying to help you understand that this can be run more efficient. And it's not for a fact of doing it free. It's a fact of this is going to benefit everybody. So there's value there. There's added value in that strength training coach. There's added value in that free throw coach. There's added value in all the things you want to do to instill in your kids, right? To be the next best athlete. It's the same thing in politics. You have to pay someone. You have to value someone who's going to put you in, like, you know what? Yes, I need you to do this one pager and explain exactly what you're doing. I need you to give me a breakdown of how much it costs to do your program, how many kids are you impacting, and what it costs you to run your program day to day. Because I have to take this information and understand government and say, you know what? After the Kobe era, somebody got to take over. Yep. So after this era, how can I help put you in a position to say, you know what? This is what's happening, and we're about to change off from Biden to Trump. Guess what? I got something that's going to work for this narrative. Because the other part of it is, it's not just selling the Democrats, right? That's another part where you can't just sell the black folks. You can't just sell the Democrats. My thing with customer service is, when I was a bag boy, I understood that nobody wants the eggs and bread with the cereal, mm-hmm. right? Nobody wants the eggs and bread with the apples and the oranges, right? Because something's going to break. Yep. There's certain principles that people have they're not going to break on. But I need to understand, as your lobbyist, what are the triggers somebody's going to have? Case in point, I have a client for Holocaust survivors. When I'm going to the Jewish members of the legislature, I'm talking about the Holocaust, the multiculturalism, the bipartisan of them, is it like all that put together to get to a point, right? To say, you know what? These are things that you care about because your grandfather was a Holocaust survivor, right? So of course, if I'm representing it, if I'm pulling those heartstrings, it's like, you know what? Damn, okay, cool. I can support this. So a part of your agent, your lobbyist, is saying, okay, cool. This isn't just a kid that came out of Akron out of nowhere. He's been putting in the work.